Welcome to The Informer TV, your go-to source for captivating stories, insightful information, and a whole lot of inspiration. Today, we're delving into the awe-inspiring journeys of some of your favorite celebrities who, against all odds, turned their lives around and went from rags to riches. Prepare to be amazed by the sheer determination and incredible success stories that have left the world in awe. Rags to riches stories are meant to motivate you. They show you that anybody can achieve their dreams, no matter how much money their parents had in the bank account when they were younger, or how many dead-end jobs they had to work in order to pay the rent. Subscribe and hit that like button so that you don't get to miss any cookies that I will be making for you. Also, comment down for a cookie. Celebrities who went from rags to riches. Celebrities look like they are living fabulous lives, but it wasn't always that way. Some of them had to work their butts off to reach their dreams. They didn't come from money. They know what it is like to scrape for every single penny. Here are a few rags to riches stories that will motivate you to start putting more energy into achieving your dreams just like they did. YouTuber Casey Neistat lived on his friend's couch, left home and had a kid at approximately 16, went to New York, lived on his friend's couch, made movies with his brother, moved to YouTube, and now is a multi-millionaire who has owned a company. 2. Ed Sheeran had next to no money, moved to the States, trying to make it in music with next to no money, and somehow Jamie Foxx saw one of his performances at a small bar. Jamie saw something in him and told him he wanted to help him. Ed slept on his couch for 6 weeks, as Jamie did his best to help him in his pursuit of his dream. Jamie got him a gig at the Apollo Theater in NY, and if you don't know, the Apollo is a mostly black theater, so having white musicians and stand-up comics is fairly uncommon. Ed goes on stage with a ukulele in front of a full crowd and performs. Got a standing ovation and an encore. The rest is history. 3. Snoop Dogg was arrested for selling drugs. Snoop Dogg is considered a West Coast king, but it wasn't always an easily won title. Cortazar Calvin Broadus, Jr. was born in California's Long Beach neighborhood. During a time when the hood was overrun with gang wars, young Snoop had to pick a side. Broadus joined Rollin' 20 Crips as a teenager and was frequently arrested during his high school years for selling drugs. It wasn't until he found the outlet of rapping with friends Warren G and Nate Dogg that Snoop took his mind off the streets. 4. The founder of Cirque du Soleil worked on the street. The Canadian-born Guy Laliberté began his circus career busking on the streets, playing accordion, walking on stilts, and eating fire. He gambled by bringing a successful troupe from Quebec to the Los Angeles Arts Festival in 1987, with no return fare. The bet paid off, and the circus group was eventually brought to Las Vegas, where they became the world-famous Cirque du Soleil we know today. 5. Arnold Schwarzenegger lived without plumbing or a phone. One of the richest action stars of all time, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a 7-time Mr. Olympia, with a net worth of $400 million, and a resume of movies that earned $4.73 billion at the worldwide box office. He also boasts the title of the 38th Governor of California. When he was born in 1947, however, his homeland of Austria was devastated by World War II, and the future Governator lived in a home with no plumbing and no phone. Hunger-based riots plagued the streets outside his door. 6. Mark Wahlberg used to sell drugs. The TED actor dropped out of school at the age of 14 to become a street thug who sold drugs and indulged in gang wars. Wahlberg also had to serve a 50-day sentence in prison for a violent assault on 2 men. His current estimated worth is around $165 minute or 7. Eminem had a rough childhood. By 9th grade, he dropped out of high school and decided to pursue music full-time. It took performing in local rap battles, working dead-end jobs, and creating a crazy alter ego, the famous Slim Shady, to get noticed by the likes of Dr. Dre 8. The creator of Forever 21 worked 3 jobs. Do-Won Chang is the famous face behind Forever 21, who much earlier immigrated to the United States from South Korea in 1981. Before he founded Forever 21, he worked 3 jobs simultaneously, as a gas station clerk, a janitor, and a coffee shop employee. That period lasted for 3 years before he founded the company and opened its first clothing store in 1984. This family business grew quickly by taking advantage of the benefits of fast fashion. Forever 21 is now multinational and has 480 locations across the world. It has also managed to bring in $3 billion per year, and the next generation has been taken into the company, as Chang has brought his 2 daughters on board. 9. Celine Dion grew up in a poor family. Born the youngest in a family of 14 children, Celine Dion suffered tremendous poverty because her parents could not make ends meet to provide equally to all their children. Nonetheless, her heart went on with her love of music. She started performing in small events, slowly acclaiming fame as a teen star with an angelic singing voice. With the support from her loving family, she endeavored to win multiple awards at a young age, and more as she grew up to be a hit singer. Her current net worth of $800 million speaks volumes of what she has achieved in her lifetime, because she had to mortgage her home just to release her first record. It also points out Dion's never-ending dedication and passion for music. 10. Selena Gomez couldn't afford gas. Her mother was just 16 years old when she gave birth to Selena and had to work several jobs just to keep a roof over their heads and put food on the table. She also revealed, "I remember my mom would run out of gas all of the time and we'd sit there and have to go through the car and get quarters and help her get gas.